Hello, everyone. It is I, the Mandalorian, and welcome back to another episode of Tavern Talk. I've taken a good rest for my reading voice. I wanted to make sure that I sound good. I had my breakfast and my tea. This would be perfect for me to get back into for the week of Tavern Talk, as we are from the last time. The wave has hit us. We got a little dispute with Fable. Kumo wants to kill his parents. A whole bunch of stuff happening right now. I'm hoping that we fix the relationship with Baya and her friends as well. But yeah, that's about it. In the pursuit of entropy, we're on chapter 17? Yeah, that's 17. I can read Roman numerals. Without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on with the story. New morning. Alrighty. Oh, we haven't seen her in a while. Hello, Jade. You know, requests are getting weirder by the day. I mean, no one's forcing you to take that one. Unless you have one basilisk swarm waiting in the back. I think I'm good with this one. No basilisk, I'm afraid. Eager to kill some parental figures? Oh gosh. You know it. Speaking of family, you haven't brought your sister by in a while. How is she? I don't know. We no longer speak. Oh, I didn't know that. You two were unbeatable when it came to bar fights. Yeah, I love her, but she's become a little too much like our parents. So I need to love her from afar. Oh, I wouldn't be loving myself very much. Sorry to hear that. Cutting her off must have hurt a lot. Must still hurt a lot. I've come to terms with it. Came out stronger in the end. That's all I could do. Maybe, but the wounds stay, don't they? People wound you. That's what they do. They can also heal you. Huh. That's a false sense of security. Eventually, it all falls away. Not everyone is doomed to become your enemy, including yourself. And I think you're doomed to say the weirdest things possible whenever you get the chance. It's a blessing, not a curse. If you want to see it that way. This Ro guy, got any siblings? None that we know of. Their parents kind of faked their deaths, abandoned him when he was very young. They haven't exactly been writing postcards. Ah, I guess no one would handle that very well. What do you think about the whole killing them measure? Adds up to me. It does? Yeah, not like they ever faced any real consequences for being shitty. Always falls on the kids, doesn't it? Wait, how come it doesn't censor her? And you think being murdered is an appropriate consequence? It's not about what I think. I'm just taking the job. Right, but I was thinking, think less, or rather think about what you're gonna mix for me instead. So you're not even hesitating? I'm a bounty hunter, innkeeper. Of monsters, I assumed. Not all monsters look unlike us. I bet you don't do charity. I don't. I expect a hefty payment by the end of this. That thief must have some jewels stored away somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. I see. So, drinks. Drinks, of course. Murder. How would you like to approach it? With a lot of force. Don't know how strong they are, but I need to be stronger. Maybe seeing defense in the mix would be good too, if their attack patterns turn out to be more complex than you thought. It seems like you do listen to me sometimes. Your stories of fighting mirages and three-headed antelopes are far too compelling to forget. I'd hope so. You still got any of those frozen pine cones laying around? The ones you gave me for the mountain mimic? If those deadbeats picked up some primordial magic, I could use some elemental protection. Clever as always, Jade. Obviously. Plus, that frost armor is pretty cool. Luckily for you and your coolness factor, no. You and your health. I got a big shipment of them in last month. Cool. I'll take some of those then. They're not contending with another approach? No. Unless... I guess there's another way. Is there? Listen, some things are unfixable. I'd saw both of my legs off before I'd ever talk to my folks again. But this wound is fresh. It could be possible to delay the inevitable. I could convince him to leave, scare them off, banish them somewhere where they can't hurt him. That way he can find them later if he ever changes his mind. Maybe this rift isn't completely irreparable after all. It sounds like you're asking for some charisma. And some speed. Should hurry up before he does anything drastic himself. Yup, some dexterity might help too. You never know how they could react. Might have to dodge some blows. Huh. Might have to. You got any of the inspiration garbage lying around? I'm not so good with words when it comes to situations like this, and I might have to inspire them to be a little less awful. I could offer you either Thunder Sage or Honey Flowers, whatever flavor you prefer. You choose about it all. Charisma, dexterity, inspiration. It's a less violent round, but it's not what he asked for. So I won't complain about his strength and defense mix either, as long as you throw the frost armor in. I think my decision about this would be tinted to my own experiences, so please, a little help? Always, Jade. Thank you for asking. And make sure to leave Onyx some leftovers. She's thirsty. Okay. Wow. So we're definitely gonna go the pacifist way. I don't want I don't want Kumo murdering his folks. That's just definitely a terrible way to go. I'm hoping I'm making the right drink. Okay, that was the right drink. I had to struggle last episode. Maybe this cause isn't as lost as we think it is. If they can't be reasoned with, I can always trick them and kill them that way. Yes. But I guess I should try talking first. Let's hope this is the right choice. I hope so. I don't want any more death in my hands. Don't you trust me? You wish. Don't forget to fill me in on your success. If I have any charisma left in me, you'll be sure to hear all about it. Until then, don't tell them what I'm doing. I shall keep the secret between us. You do love those. Typical Fae, I guess. We're a part of the Fae. Don't take too many names while I'm gone. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay. I hope this mission is, successful. Oh, it's Voy and Nico. No, man. You gotta be careful with that ethereal bamboo. I mean, it's super cool and all, but if you get cut in the wrong way, it's gonna charge up and... Whoosh! Gone you are, sucked into the ethereal weave. Oh. Well... like those fishies that'll kill you if you cook them the wrong way. Fish? Yes! They look like balls with spikes. I think porcupines? I don't know about the name though. Oh, do you mean pufferfish? That! Oh, wait! You're also here, lol. Damn. I got forgotten about. Sure am. You're looking fired. Nice trip. Thank you, Nico. Nico, can we stay on topic, please? Topic? Right. So, I heard any type of vibration could trigger a small rift. It's like disturbing a sleeping dragon. Wrong move and the world's faltering and whatnot. So, you're saying if I use my bow the wrong way, I could open a rift and be lost in the ethereal weave? Bet. Would suck big time, but alas. Though, can't be entirely sure. I mean, what's the fun in knowing everything for sure? Don't be basic, embrace the chaos. As long as you don't play any wrong notes, you should be fine. Nothing easier than that, especially under pressure. Especially then, I'm sure. Then you have nothing to worry about, friend. Might even come in handy one day. The person who made your instrument must have had at least, like, one thought about making it like that. They did. Many thoughts, actually. Oh, that's so cool. He uses magic to grab it. Good mythical morning, innkeeper. I know, theoretically it's early afternoon, but who cares? Good theopractical morning, Hex. Almost there. You forgot the mythical. Good mythical theopractical morning. Better. Okay, listen up. I found this little leaflet on your notice board. And I saw you're finally sending someone to investigate that abandoned wizard tower. And I just decided that someone is me. I've been wanting to see what's up there for a while now. Talk about good timing. Did you say a wizard tower? What's the tea? Well, there's an abandoned wizard tower near Niverduff, a small island called Morlia. Morlia? Oh, the one with the worms. I think you can find worms in any ecosystem. That's what they want you to think. Sure. Either way, no one has seen the Wizard of Morlia in quite some time. So they say. And I've been dying to know what he's been hiding in that tower. I bet a lot of explosives. I'm more hoping for scrolls of ancient magic and semi-cursed objects. Oh, and of course, books of forgotten knowledge. Rumor has it he left behind quite the hoard of peculiar trinkets. Surely, after all, as it states in his leaflet, traps? Puzzles? Must be something valuable hidden in there. Maybe even the key to immortality. Or they were bored. Admittedly, I don't design puzzles when I'm bored though. I blow things up. I love when things go boom. Same. You know what? What? I think you should take me and Void Boy along. Listen, you say trinkets and I'm all in. I mean, the entropy we'd create if we traveled as a trio would be immaculate. We'd be able to tackle the wizard's puzzles and definitely traps with wits and violence. And music. You have my love picks. And my hagium. Maybe the ethereal weave could help. Ethereal bamboo, huh? But ethereal weave escape could only work with Chabian silk. Huh? The ghost spiders of Cabian use their silk to spin the weave. Good thing that these strings are made of Cabian silk then. Great. Then we can use your hagium as a plan C escape plan. Should the wizard be at home and all. Or foster any monsters in any traps. After your hagium will be our way out. By dipping into the ethereal weave? Don't worry, it's like dreaming or teleporting. You'll just have to find your way back out. We'll manage that. I have a master teleporter. And I'm sure our innkeeping friend here has the right drink for you. Perhaps something that'll give you some more brain cells. And quick reflexes, so I'm hasty and can easily evade traps. Good, I don't need help with either. But shouldn't we be able to fight back fiercely in case something is lurking in the tower? Lots of traps probably means lots of fire, so fire resistance would be helpful too. Fighting sounds good. I'd like to kill something, but I hate making decisions. I think the innkeeper should decide what to make. Okay, so something strong to barge in and fire away through paired with fire resistance to survive lethal traps. Or something for our brains that gives us focus infused with haste. I'll see what I can do, but don't hold me responsible for whatever ends up happening. We should never, ever. Alrighty, oh boy, we got like the trio. So they want something fast. I think that they balance each other out when it comes to like survivability. So like magic, infusions, and you got someone who's fast, and I guess someone who's smart. So I think this is the drink. The sailor's courage should be a yep, it is. Yay! We're doing good, guys. There you go. Some fireproof chaos. Thanks. Customs, yeah. Permission for arson granted. I didn't say that. Well, it was up for interpretation. Don't worry, innkeeper. We'll be fine. And Warlia too. Most likely. You know what we should do? What? We should take Jade along. She'd definitely be interested in the treasures too. An additional blade could hurt. Any idea where we can find her and keep? I'm sorry I'm afraid she's already on a quest, so probably nowhere nearby. That's fine. We'll poach her. Good luck. Thank you. We shall return with a story worth telling. I can't wait. Bye, loser. Oh boy. You got the trio already. Feed on, dude. That was relatively a short episode. I think we are good to keep going on. Yeah, that was pretty short. It was only like 18 minutes, minus the introduction and the reading, I guess. But it's raining today. Chapter 18. You know what? We're going to extend it. I'm going to extend it for you guys for being so patient and supporting in the comments. So we'll go ahead and read chapter 18. Oh, we got a sheep buying this time instead of a chicken. Oh, it's Una and him. Hello, Inky. Look what I found. Looks like a rare specimen of Archie to me. It's Archie. I'm one of a kind. Oh, you two know each other already? Of course you do. You know pretty much everyone in this city, huh? Of course I know him. He's quite the celebrity in town. Oh, I suppose I am. He's Zenith's most famous author. He even survived an assault by hordes of the vicious undead. Arthur? I guess I really am an Arthur. Yes. Bummer. And here I thought I could surprise you. How did you two meet? I think he spotted me on the street. Must have thought I had a lot of stories to tell, so he asked me if I could write my biography. What a unique way to call someone old. But she does have a lot of stories to tell. Archie, how many manuscript topics do you want to collect before you actually finish something? Well, you see, it's always important to collect ideas. Life itself is the best source of inspiration for any artist. He's not wrong. Look at him. He's so eager to write. I just couldn't refuse that look in his big sparkly eyes. Writing down ideas is so much fun. Not only for the detective's magical story, but also holding on to Theo's memories through writing is really helping me with his death. I can make sure the world doesn't forget about him. I'm glad you're doing a bit better now. Una, how come you wanted your biography to be written now? I don't really have a reason. I'm old, and I've seen a lot of stuff. We'll be sad if all that knowledge went to waste, right? It's not like you'll disappear any second now, is it? Of course not. I love her face. I get it. I get it. A lot of terrible things have been happening lately. Ah, don't be silly. We'll be fine. It's always nice to see most of your friends return during times like these. Most of them? Stuff like this happens every few decades. It's completely normal. If you say so. Are you going to pay Archie accordingly, though? That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna pay him in drinks. And I also could use a little refreshing drink myself. I gotcha. Anything specific you like today, Archie? Just the same as always. I drink to stay focused on my writing, to defend my brain against all those distracting thoughts. Coming right up. Sparkling Nebula. Classic for the smart people. Oh, no. Oh, Frosted Lagoon. I wonder how this would protect you from your thoughts. But you know what? I won't question the magic drink. Alright, orders up. Frosted Lagoon. There you go. A drink to boost your concentration. Thank you very much, dear innkeeper. This is delicious. I can feel an irresistible itch in my fingertips already. I'm always happy to oblige. So, Una, what's it for you today? Maybe something that'll give me enough strength and energy to tell this whippersnapper every detail of my life. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, give me a quick second and I'll be back with your drink. Southern Brawler coming right up. Some liquid stamina for the Golden Girl. Let's see if your skills are to be trusted, Inkeep. Oh. Archie, I hope you're ready for at least 600 pages. That's a lot. But you already agreed, so you don't have a choice. And now, my dear Archibald, we'll begin with the writing. Thank you for your hospitality, Innkeep. I'll see you later. Goodbye, Innkeeper. I remember to keep a copy of the book for you. Signed, please. Of course. Very well. Goodbye, you two. Wow, everyone's, just quick visiting me. Oh, shoot. It's been a minute since we've seen her. Finally, my service beast and I have returned. Welcome back, Mithy. Good to see you, Innkeeper. And, surprisingly, your tavern's dry interior. I thought you might be appreciating the dampness of almost anything nowadays. Everything. Maybe while underwater, but wheels and mud do not mix. On land, I appreciate structurally sound and smooth wood flooring much more than its soggy alternatives. That bad? You would too. Just step a few minutes past your tavern. Then, you might get an idea of things jammed in my spokes and smushed between Casket and Kane's toes. I'll pass, and besides, stories from my patrons are much more enjoyable. Speaking of, how did the pearl hunt go? Honestly, it wasn't all too eventful, but before I go on, I could do with one of your drinks, Innkeeper. Something to keep my mind clear of any irrelevant distractions for the journey back. Let me see what I can do. Hopefully you guys like her voice. I think I try to not repeat any of the same voices, so that way it kind of helps me fluctuate their style and the way that, they're supposed to sound or talk. But won't sparkle nebula. May this inspire boundless creativity. Just what I needed. If only I had a boundless supply for this string while writing at my desk. Unfortunately, my establishment doesn't do deliveries. What a shame. But before you go on, I actually have something else for you. Ah, and here I thought I'd have a needle for it again. What a pleasant surprise. My favorite kind. Here, a complete proofread manuscript, I hope. I certainly hope it's completed. Since my retrieval and your proofreading have been such a long time in the making, yes? Right. Long in the making. You should probably wash that red ink off your hands before it stains your mug. Oh, right. I was editing my recipes all night. Crazy story, actually, for another time, that is. I see. I will say, it's good to have these papers back in my hands. May I inquire as to why you asked for them back now? I decided to finally publish the book. What I've written about, it's very dear to my heart. And I'm happy to finally get my share of writing with the world. Minty, the Arthur. Author. It has a nice ring to it. I don't know why I keep saying Arthur. It'll be Mackenzie Catron Hitchin, actually. A very nice pen name. It was a time I finally chose one, and something universal at that. Procrastination is a curse of all of its own. Sure is. So, about the pearl, or pearls? Protection pearls. Like I said, it wasn't too eventful. I had tea with the banshee at the Lonesome Lagoon. She traded me the pearls for objects of her desire. Mostly, I promised her a signed copy of the book. Good for her. You know, I've been meaning to ask, if I may. What do you need the pearls for exactly? I know you're often looking for them, but I was never quite sure why. Well, I'm sure you remember the curse I was bestowed with. Yes, the cursed parasitic rings that amplify your magic to a painful degree. Exactly those. They cause quite a lot of issues for me in my body. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me, slowly feasting on my organs and nerves. It's tearing me apart from the inside out as it gradually takes my health and life. The protection pearls help me keep the mana in check. Mana, however you like to pronounce it. They bring it down to the manageable levels. It helps the pain a lot. So you're saying you turn the pearls into a drink? Wonderful to see that's still your first solution to everything. Yes, on occasion. Mostly I grind them into ink for my tattoos. They're very versatile little beauties. I'm happy you could find some then. Now that I think about it, care to share? I'm sure they'd be great for my drinks. Not so fast. For most people, they just amplify mana to ridiculous and dangerous degrees. And I don't want to be held responsible for the chaos your patrons could cause. However, maybe I can offer you something less extreme, but still energizing. Here. Is this your infamous coffee recipe? After all these years, you finally trust me with it? It's time. I think you can finally make it without poisoning someone. I'll do my best. Thank you, Minty. Perhaps you'll also keep your promises in time. Anyhow, I think we're due to take our leave. Need to make some ink? Something like that. Plus, I promised Casca and Kane we check if any primordial tennis balls got washed up by the flood. Baya might be able to make you some moss balls. Yeah. What a perfect excuse to catch up with her. Is she around? More frequently recently. It's nice. A miracle she still comes around after you exercised her favorite bog body. We were young and inexperienced. It happens. What did I do? That it does. It was lovely to see you again, Innkeeper. Likewise. Best of your luck on your journey, and don't forget to send me a copy of that book. If you promise not to forget about its existence this time. I'll do my very best. I know you will, friend. I know you will. Wow. We just know everybody. Wow, another short episode? Okay, the last one was 18. This one was 13, 12 minutes. So minus the introduction. Okay. I'm good to do another 3 chapters. Holy moly, because these are really short, and I like to keep it around 30 40 minutes long. So I'm good to continue, actually. Okay, guys, you guys are getting spoiled on this one. You guys are gonna get 3 chapters in one video. Isn't that insane? We're on Act 3 now, I think. We're getting through these pretty quick. Oh, I don't know what that means. Catalog. Jade, welcome back. Was your quest successful? When have I ever failed? Well, you do look surprisingly unbloodied. Also, hello, Kumo. Kumo? Who's Kumo? That guy? New name, I'm guessing? No. No names here. Never had a name. Don't even know what names are. Am I just supposed to go along with that? You're supposed to make me a drink. Then we can talk. Fair enough. What can I get you? I've still got plans after this, but Onyx is pretty tired. So, get me something that'll get her to keep up with my speed, if I let her have a sip. Anything for Onyx. He just carries that turtle around already. Swift Step, Swift Strike, Speed, Intelligence, and then Defense. Swift Strike coming right up. A drink for Onyx and you, but mostly for Onyx. Not too bad. Considering to see how you know me so well. Being a regular does have its perks. So, names? Let's start with the story first. You love those, right? You know it. I'll spare you the details of my journey to Borkum. Though I didn't miss the chance to make some extra money along the way. Everyone thought I was the right woman for their jobs. They helped me with the quest too. Squeezed a good description of one of the renegade parents of some red dune merchant who was in deep dispute with a blue-crowned elephant. I'd love to hear that story, actually. Not my problem. Anyways, asking a couple of pointed questions got me to the inn the deadbeats were staying at. Problem with people is, can't exactly kill them in broad daylight. With monsters, you'd be thanked for doing so. But with people, you've got to be patient. So, I did what anyone would have done in my situation. I posed as a tour guide. And they believed you? Sure did. Unika was right. Your drinks are great for pulling scams. Happy to hear that. I offered them a tour of the nearby Wadden Sea and led them to an area I knew was shunned by actual tour guides because of unpredictable tides. Gave them a spiel about how a battle of the Order of the Starlight took place here, yada yada. Pretty soon, their eyes were glued to some starfish playing in the mud. It was the perfect opportunity to get it over with quickly. Obviously, I wasn't going to kill them just then. They needed a chance to run, but I had to scare them first. I raised my spear right above my head, and I was about to go for a warning strike when I heard the zinging sound. I deflected a knife that was flung my way at the last second, and it shattered against the ground. All 3 of us turned and saw this cloaked Echo reaching for another knife. He had his hood pulled up, knives and daggers strapped all over his body. Even the air seemed to go darker around him. Looked like a real shadow bane. I trained under them. Impressive. Those deadbeats thought I was protecting them from him. Just seeing the look on their faces when I said I was there to kill them. I turned back, wanting to refocus on my warning strike, then I was interrupted by a simple stop. It was said in the deep, raspy, incredible fake voice that sounded like some sort of proper degenerate. Likely the 2 bums thought we were fighting about who'd get to kill them. Their approach to such a situation was to merely try and bribe us. I told them to shut it. They asked me what I wanted. Then, if it wasn't money for or words. So I turned to our little Shadowbane and asked what he wanted. But he just stood there, quietly. Can't blame him. He's a little scarier than your parents. So you helped him with the decision? Not exactly. I walked over to him and handed him my spear. She said, "This is your choice. Make it." It felt like she was passing some of her courage onto me. He stepped forward, my spear in his hand, and took off his hood. He was... I'll spare you the details. They recognized him, of course. Had the audacity to act surprised. Surprise is one way to put it. When they talked, they sounded so... like they thought I had died. You could have. They left you. I wanted to say something. Anything. Yell, tell them to get lost, scream at them for what they've done to me, but all that came out was, "Why did you leave me?" Their silence went on for so long. It would have been longer if those Titans had come rushing in. You did kind of walk into that one. Kind of. Luckily, I was quick. Got all of us up on some muddy rock that the waves couldn't reach. How long were you up there for? A couple of hours. Left us a lot of time to talk. Did you? Yes, a lot. For example, did you know that the primordial flood was caused by the pyre erupting? The pyre? You mean the biggest volcano in all Asteria, nestled right in Leviathan's domain? Yeah, apparently erupted and then collapsed, covered all the primordial sea in ash and set off a tsunami. It should not be doing that. No. Do you think powerful magic was afoot? Probably not. What use is a giant tsunami to anyone? Maybe they wanted to be wet? What do you mean by that? Probably not. Are tsunamis and their causes all around you and your parents talked about? No. Mostly we talked about the leaving thing. They said not a day went by where they didn't regret what they'd done. I asked why they didn't come back then. They didn't have an answer for that. Mom said she was proud of my knife throwing skills though. I never thought they'd apologize. They owned up to all of it, as awful as it was. I hadn't planned for that. They wanted to make up for everything and be part of my life. They also said it was up to me and what I wanted. What do you want? A family. Is that stupid? No, it's not. So you forgave them? No, not yet. I have to see if they actually mean what they say first. I can't trust them right now. We don't really know each other anymore. Who knows if we'll get along? But they did say that they want to get to know me, and I think I might like that too. They're just so different. It feels like I'm angry at people that don't exist anymore. You're still allowed to be angry. Even if they change, they hurt you. Neither forgiveness nor forgetting is required. It just feels unfair. Like I'm harboring resentment for ghosts. But I'll try to be honest with them. I owe that to myself. Plus, Jade threatened to decapitate them if they ever hurt me again. They'd stand no chance. None. Could I have a drink now too? Sure. Let's trade. Right. A joke? No, a name. I assume Jay didn't know you as Kumo because your parents didn't call you that. Correct. What did they call you then? I'm not. I'll trade you my name. Just give the guy a drink. Your first name? Those are quite precious to Maida, right? Very. But I'm not joking. I'll trade it. I'm listening. Ulissa. Ulyssia? Beautiful name. I don't respond to flattery. But thank you. It's definitely better than mine. Yours fit you. It does not. If you say so. So, not Ulyssia. What would you like in exchange? Maybe something that'll stop me from choking on my words. In case I had to do more of this emotional thing. I definitely got something for that. Alright. He's warming up to us. We didn't have to be such a jerk bag to pry out his private info. He'll tell us eventually if he wants to or not. You know what I'm saying? That's good though. He didn't become Batman. He got to keep his family. Otherwise, Jade was gonna do it for him. Spoken heart coming right up. I love this though. Let me yawn real quick. Okay. Oh. Here you are. Some fluid emotional vulnerability. It is a lot better than it sounds. Feels a lot better too. I could go for a drink like that. Maybe. I still need to call you something else though, if Kumo's out. It is. What have you got for me then? I don't. I'm running out of names. Jade, can I? Nope. My name. Fine. How about... Dave? You know what? Sure, I'll go with that. Dave. I'm proud of you, Dave. For everything you've gone through and for choosing what's right for you. Thank you. Do you need a hug? May have already gotten one from Jade. Speaking of me, I gotta go. Want to check in with Grace and her goons. See you around, Airboy. See you around, Alicia. What about you? Care to linger a little longer? I need some time to think all this over. Maybe even feel it too. Is Fable back yet? Oh, that's him. Is Fable back yet? I think Cheesecake would make for a great distraction right about now. No, I thought maybe you ran into them on the way back. I didn't. Oh shoot. So, Melly isn't back yet either? No, I'm afraid not. Cool. Great. I guess I'll talk to... Saralyn? Your parents? Maybe. Do you think they still love me? I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they'll love you well, but I don't know. I do know that other people love you and that if your parents fail to live up to what you deserve, you won't be loved any less. I'd like to believe that. Sometimes I just think if even my own parents could leave me, anyone can. Don't measure your worth by the actions of the people that hurt you. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very thankful to have met you. Anyway, I'm also part of the night or whatever, so I must go. Farewell. See you soon. Jeez. Oh, I'm glad to have met him too, despite how quiet he was. Another short chapter. Usually we go through day and night cycles, but it's like we're only going through morning cycles right now. Wow, chapter 20? I can't believe we're already on this. But you know what? We won't be able to figure this out till next time on Tavern Talk. Thank you all for reaching this point of the video. If you have kept watching, again, I appreciate everyone. I did recently post about almost reaching 500 subscribers. I want to thank everybody who has supported me this far. It may seem a little, but it's one of the biggest milestones that would have gotten being on YouTube for quite a while. So I want to thank everyone who has shown support, me playing Enigma, the fear of Enigma. I appreciate that, or the Enigma fear. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys again. It means a lot to me, and I hope I keep providing good content for you guys in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.